Game 2 in Dover as KSU Tuscarawas takes on Miami Middletown in a fall doubleheader. Good afternoon and welcome to Dover City Park, home of Dover baseball, and today home of KSU Tuscarawas baseball. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Once again, Game 1 went in favor of Miami Middletown, 12-1, a big game for them. They look to replicate the result here in game number 2 and go home with a 4-0 record. Caden Castillo making his competitive debut on the bump for KSU Tuscarawas, fires a strike to get us underway at 3:09. Castillo, the freshman, comes to Ohio courtesy of Texas. It's 2 pitches and 2 strikes for Castillo, who's coming out firing. But Caden Castillo, we interviewed him last week, had a lot of good things to say about the program. Here comes the 0-2. Misses upstairs, a 1-2 count. Last game, things got away from KSU early. They looked to hold down the defensive fort and the top of the first. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. The drop third tag is there. First career batter face in competitive play by Castillo goes down as a strikeout for the freshman. That is how you start your career on the bump in college. And now up steps Caden Davidson for his first cut of the game after Lang was retired. Castillo deals. Bounces on into the catcher, 1-0 count. And behind the dish, I've been advised not to pronounce the last name, but I'm going to do my best here. It is Kick Upholstraten. That is one of the best I have heard. We've heard it many different ways, but I know that his family watching back home in the Netherlands is just happy to see him out there. So a special word of welcome to all our viewers from Holland. Glad to have you with us here for game number 2. The pitch from Castillo. Ground ball hit to the left side. Patchett scoops it up. The chuck is in time. It's 2 up, 2 down for KSU's defense. Once again, a nice chuck from Jeremy Patchett. He had the only RBI for KSU in game number 1, and now he's at the hot corner for game 2 and has started off his day in the field with a good putout. Castillo now will go up against Cornell Bennett. The pitch. A heater right down the pipe. Nothing in 1 count to begin this at-bat as Caden Castillo is looking elite so far. Castillo taking his time. Here comes the 0-1. It's slow until the release. He takes his time on the bump, but once he releases, he catches the batter off guard. You'll see it here on this delivery. He comes set and just fires. Smack through the gap in between third base and short. It's a 2-out single for Cornell Bennett to put Miami on the base path. And now up steps Colby Millard, the catcher, for his first cuts of the game with a runner at first base. His task will be to move the runner along. Castillo checking over his back shoulder. Comes up with a wide stance and the delivery. Just off the plate, definitely a close one. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Castillo has looked good thus far, forcing the ground out and the K, but was just beaten by Bennett. The throwback gets past the first baseman, Ashcraft, and the runner going to third base. The throw will not be there. He will run it in. It's an early miscue for KSU as they will now have to deal with a runner 90 feet away from scoring. They were able to get the first 2 outs, but now they need to regather as it looks like Fisher goes up to Castillo to offer some words of encouragement. Millard, a big opportunity to open the scoring for the visitors. The pitch from Castillo. A good get-right pitch from the freshman evens it up at 1-1. Castillo coming set, keeping a close eye on Bennett at third. The pitch, swing and a miss, a good block behind the dish as that keeps it close, and now a 1-2 count. Salgado did a good job behind the dish in game one, and now kick will look to replicate it for KSU. It's a 1-2 count. The pitch from Castillo. He gets out of the inning with a fiery K. 2 Ks in Castillo's first inning of work as a collegiate pitcher. It goes to plan as he retires the side, avoiding any damage. Middle of one in Dover. It's 0-0, and KSU will be up to bat when we return. Bottom one in Dover, KSU and Miami in a pseudo MAC clash here in Division III. The first pitch of the home half of the inning is just upstairs from Gill. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat on Caleb Salgado, the designated hitter. After him, Campbell and Ashcraft due up to hit in the home half of the first. Gill will hit the outside corner, evening it up at 1-1. Looking at Gill's profile, the freshman from Carlisle High School stands at 6 foot tall, 213 pounds. And a good eye shown in the box by Salgado makes it a 2-1 count. Gill trying to match the efforts of Jamarcus Shillingsford in game one. Ground ball left side, Salgado. It's a tough play from short. The throw is not in time. It's an infield single for Caleb Salgado to get the game underway on offense for KSU Tuscarawas. Good bit of hitting. Hit to the left side. A tough spot for the shortstop Zapata to make a play, and he couldn't. He had a good throw off, but definitely not in time. And now this will bring us to Caleb Campbell, the other Caleb in the top of the lineup. The shortstop will look to move Salgado along. Campbell, the junior from Cambridge, Ohio, batted .349 with 7 doubles, 1 homer, and 12 RBIs in 2024. First pitch strike from Gill has him down 0-1 in the count. Sandstone holding the runner on at first base. Wouldn't be surprised to see Gill throw over. Gill delivers. A good scoop behind the dish by Millard. Keeps it close. That will even it up at 1-1. Salgado getting a generous lead over at first base, just to the edge of the green. cranked into right field. It's still going on back, and it falls in the gap. Rounding and going to three is Salgado. Campbell close behind him. It's two runners in scoring position for KSU Tuscarawas, and the bench erupts. This is a beautiful start to life in the home half of the first inning for KSU. And now up steps Nathan Ashcraft, the first baseman for the first time in the doubleheader. The freshman from Beaver Creek getting his first AB as a Golden Eagle and has a chance to earn his first career RBI in college. If both runners score, this would be the most runs Miami has allowed all year in a game through 4 games in the fall. Once again, they've allowed 1 run in each of their first 3 games they have played. The pitch from Gill. Ashcraft leads it upstairs. That will even it up at 1-1. Gill will come set. Now the pitch. Popped up. It is playable, potentially, and it just goes over Miami's dugout.
Hey, straighten that out. Straighten that out, baby.
Now 1-2 count on Ashcraft. The ever-dangerous Jeremy Patchett awaits in the on-deck circle. Gill will come set. He's looking for a loud out number 1. The pitch. Cranked down the line, and it falls! KSU leads. Salgado scores. Campbell scores. A 2 RBI single from Nathan Ashcraft. His first 2 career RBIs. His first career hit in college. And KSU leads it 2-0.
Let's go!
A lot of firsts for Ashcraft. His first career plate appearance could not have gone any better for Kent State Tuscarawas. And for the first time in fall play, Miami has conceded more than 1 run. And now Jeremy Patchett looks to continue the hit parade. First pitch, a good offering from Gill down the pipe. Patchett doesn't offer. 0-1 count to begin the at-bat on the junior. Gill coming set, keeping a close eye on Ashcraft. The 0-1 leaves it upstairs. That will even it up.
Good hold. Attaboy.
The bench went nuts after Ashcraft hit that baseball. They are excited to see what happens here. The 1-1.
Good hold.
Patchett leaves. 2-1.
Leave that up. Yes, sir. Attaboy, Patch.
Patchett showing plenty of patience in the box. He is known for his hefty swing, but also has plenty of baseball IQ inside his mind, maybe helped by the fact he was hit by a foul ball in game 1. Now a 3-1 count. There is some action in the bullpen for Miami. R.J. Anderson trotting out to the bullpen. In the on-deck circle is Joe Fisher. The 3-1. Outside off the plate, Patchett will walk. It's 2-1, still none away. And the 5-hitter, Joe Fisher, steps up for his first cuts of the ball game. Fisher, the second baseman, batted .385 with 1 double and 2 RBIs in 2024. The sophomore from Strasburg, Ohio, looks to make an impact here for KSU as they look to mount on the runs. Gill gearing up for a big at-bat. The pitch. In the zone. 0-1 counts to begin this at-bat. KSU up 2-0 courtesy of Nathan Ashcraft. The pitch. Missing upstairs. That will even it up at 1-1.
Let's go, baby. Here we go now, Joe.
Gill taking a look at Ashcraft at second base. The pitch. Misses upstairs.
Good eye. Gotta be now. Gotta be now.
A good recovery from KSU Tuscarawas from last game to now. An 11-run loss. Now a 2-run lead in the early stages. The pitch. Fouled away into the backstop.
Oh, you're good. Hey, sit back, drive something now, 7. Here we go, baby.
Now a 2-2 count. Upel Schlatten in the on-deck circle for KSU. Gill gearing up for the pitch. It's a 2-2 count, looking for out number 1. The pitch. Just off the plate. A good spot and a good miss from Gill, but that makes it a full count, 3-2. Gill looking for his first K. Foul down the left field line. A lot of balls going down that left field line today. A couple of them sneaking through that one. Definitely far off, but still the right idea from Fisher. Full count, 3-2. Looking at this, if he can find that left center field gap, that will score a run at least. The payoff misses upstairs. The bases are loaded for Kick Uppelschlutten as he steps into the box for the first time today.
Let's go, Kick.
The Dutchman from Apeldoorn, Netherlands, looks to make an impact here, but a mound visit first. We could see a call to the bullpen. In the meantime, we will be back on tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. as Marlington Girls Soccer plays host to Youngstown Ursuline. The action coming live to you starting at 6:15 p.m. in Marlington. To stay up to date on all the games I'm covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter. And subscribe here to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when I upload or go live. And as well, for the first time announcing on a broadcast, SmeeSports is your official broadcast partner of the Ohio Outlaws as they make their debut in the PAFL on May 31st. Looking forward to some semi-pro football coming to the channel, but we will step aside as a new arm warms up for Miami as they find themselves in a 2-0 hole. Back on in the home half of the first. 2-0 in favor of KSU Tuscarawas is your score. The new arm on the mound for Miami is Cornell Bennett. Bennett, the freshman from Hamilton, coming in to try and settle things down against Kip Uppelschlutten. First pitch to Kick is upstairs. 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A hefty cut from Kick. Evens it up at 1-1.
Start a little early here, baby.
Bennett looking for out number one. I would assume the team is going for a force at home. Fouled away. Actually, no, it's just a pass ball. It's still going to be a strike, but no damage at home. So now a 1-2 count. Matt Jesse, a man with two first names in the on-deck circle. Bennett coming set. Here comes the 1-2. Popped up and over the backstop.
Fight that, kid. Fight that. Yes, sir.
And as well, another substitution. It is Sargent over at third base for Miami Middletown as Bennett comes on to pitch. And he gets a K on the first at-bat. He pitches. Freezing kick for out number one. Good job by Bennett getting back into the inning. Miami getting one of the 3 outs they need. And now up steps Matt Jesse, the 7-hitter and left fielder. Jesse, the freshman from Bishop Watterson, definitely one of the top teams over in the Columbus area. He's from Delaware, Ohio. The Bishop Watterson, known for their football, making a couple of late season runs the past couple of years, including a trip to Tom Benton Hall of Fame Stadium around 30 minutes from here for a state championship tilt in Division III this past year, where they ended up losing to the powerhouse of Toledo Central Catholic. Here comes the 1-1 from Bennett. Swing and a miss, chases upstairs. That'll make it a 1-2 count.
Hey, capitalize here, baby. Let's go now.
After Jesse, Jared Waddell is due up next. Bennett looking for another quick out. The pitch. Misses upstairs. A good eye shown in the box by Jesse. Evens it up at 2-2.
Come on, Matt, Jesse. Here we go, baby.
KSU has 3 runners on. They need to get a couple more across because we just know how potent Miami can be with the sticks. Bennett just misses inside. A good miss from him makes it a full count, 3-2.
Working, kid. Working now. Working, baby.
A ball here would put Kent State up by 3. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. A big K from Bennett as his hat falls off, but it's enough to retire Jesse for out number 2. 2 batters faced and 2 Ks for the third baseman turned pitcher. Jared Waddell, he came up in the clutch on defense last game. Can he do it at the sticks? Bases loaded 2 away in the home half of the first. Misses off the plate. 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Waddell, the freshman from Woodridge High School, is from Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. A lot of good teams Woodridge played this past year, I believe, including the very talented CVCA Royals. CVCA, another good story this past year. A lot of good talent. They made a deep run, but the powerhouse Kenston Bombers ended their season over at Thurman Munson. 2-0 count on Wardell. The pitch. Bunt being shown, pulled back in the zone. Makes it now 2-1 on Waddell.
Here we go, Waddles. Let's go, baby.
Bennett taking his time. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, a hefty cut. Bennett seemingly having the number of KSU Tuscarawas has shoved since coming on to pitch. Now a 2-2 count. It's 2s all the way around. 2-2, 2 away, 2-0 KSU. Here comes the pitch from Bennett. Swing, or no swing, just at the bottom of the zone, below the knees, and he gets the strike. 3 strikeouts in a row recorded by Bennett. Retires the side, but not before KSU can plate 2 runs. End of 1 in Dover. It is Kent State Tuscarawas up 2-0 over Miami Middletown. Castillo dealt in the top of the first for KSU. He'll look to do the same here as he will face Vaughn Sandstone and Von Borgen of Miami. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. First pitch of the second is fouled into the backstop. And it looks like we do have a change. Even before Vaughn could step into the box, we have the third baseman, Aiden Sargent, batting. The pitch. Finds the bottom part of the zone. So now the official change seems that Sargent going to third moves the designated hitter out of the lineup, and it looks like Bennett will still technically hit unless that then moves Brock Vaughn. So I think Brock Vaughn will be the DH. So it seems like now Bennett is out of the lineup. It's very confusing. No one knows what's going on. The pitch from Castillo. In the zone for strike three. Castillo comes out firing. He now has 3 Ks through 5 batters. So now up steps Carter Sansone, the first baseman. Looking at his bio, the freshman went to Coleraine High School. The 5'10", 195-pound first baseman looks to get a poke on the ball. That pitch definitely unhittable as it misses wide. There's the speed of Castillo being shown, but just a slight miss. 1-0 count. And now it looks like Kick is going to go and talk to Castillo to try and iron things out. If you're just tuning in, 2 runs scoring for KSU Tuscarawas in the home half of the first inning, coming courtesy of Nathan Ashcraft, the 3-hitter, then a couple of walks, but then Bennett came on a pitch. 3 strikeouts in a row has us where we are now in the top of the second inning. The pitch from Castillo. Misses wide once again, and maybe through the glove of Kick. It's right around the zone. It's not missing. If anything, it's just going off the glove.
Let's go out to way. Here we go, baby. Here we go now, Caden.
Caden Castillo will take a second here and regather. Here comes the 2-0. Cranked foul to the left side.
Good boy. Long strike. Long strike. Here we go now, 2-8.
Now a 2-1 count. Castillo working through this at-bat. Has only allowed 1 hit to Cornell Bennett, the other pitcher. But otherwise, he has come out firing. You can see the velocity. He had an injury last season for his senior year. So now he's getting back into the swing of things, and it looks like he really hasn't skipped a beat. He has come out and has fired and has came as advertised. It's a 2-2 count. He's looking for his 4th strikeout of the game. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Kick throws down. It's 4 Ks through 6 batters for the freshman Castillo. A career day brewing for Caden Castillo on the bump. And now Lig Von Bargen steps up for his first cut to this ballgame. Had a few RBIs in the 12-1 win in game number 1. The pitch from Castillo. Cranked down, right field, still going on back, and caught! What a catch in right field for KSU by Maroc. He comes and gets it in foul territory, retiring the side through 2. Castillo has 4 Ks. KSU firing on all cylinders on the defensive end of things. The Bats wake up again when we return. Maroc then top for KSU in the home half of the second inning as they find themselves up 2-0 over Miami Middletown. Bennett now on the mound. He came in to relieve Bryce Gill after a rough start to the home half of the first inning. Maroc almost greeted it in the face with a fastball, but just misses. That evens it up at 1-1. Cornell Bennett, 3 Ks in a row for him. The pitch. Chop foul going over to our side. You can see the dugout kind of get a little bit of a jump there. Jeremy Patchett seeing Groundhog Day as he already had one foul ball hit him. He's hoping to avoid that happening again. I think we all are hoping to avoid having a foul ball hit us. Nonetheless, the 1-2 from Bennett. Misses upstairs. Now a 2-2 count, and Bennett still doing a nice job on the mound. He came in firing. He got 3 strikeouts in a row, now looking for his 4th. The pitch. Ground ball hit down the right field line and gets through. He will at least get a single. He's going to round to go for 2. And now they're saying, I believe, that when he got it, he touched the bag? Foul? Trying to understand the call. We don't have an umpire here. It seems like the way that it hit the bag, they're calling it a foul ball. The late foul ball chopped down the same spot, and a web jam at first base. What a catch from Sansone. He snagged it out of thin air. He laid out, and he retrieved it for out number 1. But what a sequence to begin the home half of the second. What should have been a base hit erased off the board, and a web jam replaces it on the stat sheet.
Let's go, Sal. Let's keep us rolling.
We go back to the top here. Caleb Salgado singled his first time up, steps back in for the second time this game. Bennett facing 4, retiring 4 thus far. Cranked by Salgado into the sky, in left field. Caught just on the work track, drops actually. No, Salgado gets there. He is in at second base. He has to dive back. He is safe. Nearly a home run. It looked like it was caught, but it goes down as an E7. Salgado in scoring position for KSU. It looked good off the bat and almost was a catch against the warning track and fence. Now, the left fielder Adams appears to be slightly shaken up. He definitely got rung up by the fence. Hopefully, he is okay, but still, Salgado will stand at second base. We'll step aside for a brief moment. It's 2-0 in favor of KSU Tuscarawas. Runner in second base. 1 away here in the home half of the second inning. The left fielder, Adams, appears to be okay after running into the wall, trying to catch the fly ball from Salgado. It was in his glove, then dropped out at the last second. So, Kent State Tuscarawas has a runner in scoring position, and up steps Caleb Campbell, the shortstop, who doubled his first time up. Salgado inching for a bigger lead. And Bennett will step off. Probably the right idea from Bennett. He needs to keep Salgado honest, but also does not want to throw the ball into the outfield. The pitch. Chop foul to the left side. It's a 1-1 count. Miami Middletown once again last year having their best season in 25 years, going and finishing with an above 500 record for the first time since 1999, I believe. So the first time this century that happened. The pitch. A good get right from Bennett. Now a 1-2. So now a 1-2. Bennett coming set. Now the pitch. Fouled into the backstop. And as well, last year, Middletown was ranked in the top 15 in the USCAA poll for 6 weeks straight. So that just shows how good of a year they had. Even in fall, 12-5, completely dominant. Ground ball hit towards the canopy on the left side, and a fan almost snags it. A fan fielding play almost on Middletown's side.
Right here now, Soup. Here we go, baby.
Bennett coming set. Now the 1-2. Misses upstairs. Bennett coming set. 2-2 count. The pitch. Cranked up the gut. It falls in left center field for a base hit. We'll have 1-run score for KSU. It's an RBI single for Caleb Campbell as Salgado trots home. It's 3-zip in favor of KSU Tuscarawas.
Let's go.
That is a big run for the home team. And now this will bring us to Nathan Ashcraft, flashing back to the home half of the first inning. He had an excellent hit, a 2 RBI single, which put KSU on the board. He will look to do so again with a runner at first base and one away. A throwback not in time. KSU knows what they can do on the base path, and so do their opponents. Runner goes, the pitch. It gets behind, but fouled.
You're good, baby.
Ashcraft's offering prevents Campbell from standing at second base. He had a good jump. Definitely was going to get there, but still, the foul ball negates it. Ashcraft will get to work once again in the box. The throwback, a nice move. Not in time. Bennett almost had him. Bennett definitely being active on the mound. Comes set once again. Do we see another throwback? Yes, we do. And he is safe once again. Bennett playing catch with his first baseman, trying to catch the runner Campbell off guard. Bennett will throw again, and he's safe once again. And now the ball gets passed. He thought about it, but will stay put. Just as if a student gets called to the office in grade school, you're hearing the ooze from the dugout. The pitch. Ashcraft holds off, and it's off the plate. A good take from Nathan Ashcraft. In the on-deck circle resides Jeremy Patchett for KSU Tuscarawas. The pitch from Bennett. Misses off once again. Campbell at first. In the box, Ashcraft, Patchett in the on-deck circle. Miami looking for an answer. They have allowed 1 run this inning thus far. 1-1 with 1 away. The pitch. Backs Ashcraft up and out. Makes it a 2-1 count. And now it's a 3-1 count. We are having some discrepancy between the call and the scoreboard. Here's the 3-1 count. Swing and a miss, a hefty cut from Ashcraft. Makes it a full count, 3-2. Bennett looking to match Castillo with 4 Ks. Runner goes, the pitch. Holds off, it's a strike. It will be a stolen bag for Campbell, but that's the 4th strikeout of the game from Bennett, and it retires Ashcraft for out number 2. And now here comes Jeremy Patchett. Walked his first time up. Has a runner in scoring position to work with. Can his hefty swing propel KSU to a run? He had an RBI in game number 1. He looks to do it again. The pitch. Shot to the left side and scooped up a third base foul. And as would be expected in this pseudo-MAC matchup, a little bit of chirping between both sides. It's an 0-1 count on Patchett. And time is called. Patchett taking ownership of the box. The pitch. Thought about it, but holds off. It's still a strike. 0-2 count as Cornell Bennett has arrived. Bennett looking for his 5th strikeout of the ball game. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. Patchett lines it into right field, and it drops in for a base hit. Rounding and going to score is Campbell. The play at the plate is not in time. An RBI single for Jeremy Patchett puts KSU Tuscarawas up 4-zip. Patchett does it again for the Golden Eagles. What a day for KSU Tuscarawas. Talk about a tale of 2 games. Game 1 did not go their way. Now they have a 4-run lead in hand, and up steps Joe Fisher, the second baseman. Pops it up and over the dugout. And as well, after game 1, getting a look at the spectators, a lot more fans showing up, a lot of canopies setting themselves up along the first base side. The pitch. Skied this time over the backstop. So now an 0-2 count. And as well, the parking lot is right behind the field, so a car could get hit. Usually 1 or 2 cars are hit in games that I call. That is why we moved my car as far as possible away from this field. It's an 0-2 count, 2 away. Patchett at first base. Bennett deals to Fisher. Beautiful off-speed goes in, but just misses. Makes it now a 1-2 count. For Miami, Zapata, Adams, and Lang due up in the top of the 3rd. Bennett will set. The pitch. Cranked in the air in no man's land, just at the edge of the grass, and it's caught by the second baseman, Davidson, retiring the side, but not before Jeremy Patchett and Caleb Campbell both add RBI singles to the stat sheet. End of 2 in Dover. The Golden Eagles lead it 4-0. Good pitching in game number 2. Caden Castillo, 4 strikeouts for Kent State Tuscarawas, and Cornell Bennett, the reliever, 4 strikeouts for Miami Middletown. But it's the Golden Eagles up 4-0 as we resume play in the top of the 3rd here at Dover City Park. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon, live from inside KSU's dugout in the mini press box that is attached to it. Castillo's first pitch of the new inning misses low. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat on Jordan Zapata, the shortstop. Zapata, the sophomore, 5'10", 160 pounds, went to Hamilton High School. Leaves that one for the Worms and makes it a 2-0 count. Some action in the bullpen for Miami. Their plan is clear. It's going to be a change between third baseman and pitcher. Cranked off the bat into right field. Getting underneath it is Maroc, and he snags it for out number one. Good job by Cam Maroc to get underneath it. This one a little bit easier than the last pop-up he had to catch. And as well, that last one, maybe more of a fly ball, but still it had plenty of hang to it. One up, one down, and now up steps Robbie Adams, the 9-hitter and left fielder. The pitch from Castillo. Misses low, 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Castillo once again, 4 strikeouts through 8 batters. He looks for number 5. The 1-0. Misses just a little bit low. Makes it now a 2-0 count. If you're just tuning in, Game 1, a 12-1 win for Miami Middletown. Your score now 4-0 KSU. Lined into left center field, and it drops in for a base hit as Jesse is able to snag it on the ground and throw it in before the runner can advance further. A good swing from Adams, got plenty of barrel to the baseball and sent it to Jesse in between him and Waddell. And now we get back to the top of the lineup where Jake Lang steps up for the second time today. He struck out swinging his first time up. Castillo will come set. Now the pitch. Right down the pipe, 0-1 count to begin the at-bat. Castillo continuing to deal on the mound. For a debut, this is excellent from him, especially with him coming off the injury that he did last year as a senior in high school. This is really good from him, especially adjusting to the collegiate level where a lot of players do struggle their first year. However, a couple players, they make that jump, they make it a seamless transition, and Castillo looks to be one of those guys. There's a lot of guys, especially in the WRCL, some, like Sawyer Salataria, that really excelled. Others that were freshmen took some time to get into the swing of things. But Castillo right now getting some good reps here in fall and is helping pave out a role for himself in the rotation. 1-2 count on Lang. The on-deck circle is Caden Davidson, the second baseman. Castillo sets the pitch. Fouled away. Now a 1-2 count. Castillo, after the foul ball, looking to win the AB. Checks the runner over at first base. And now the pitch. Cranked into center field. Going for it is Waddell. And he has it on a hop for out number 2. So a 2 away and a runner still residing at first base. Up steps Caden Davidson, the second baseman, for his second cuts. A ground out so far to his name.
Two down here.
Castillo will come set. Now the pitch. Skied over towards the left side. Patchett hauling for it, and he will see it out of play. A close one, Patchett. Maybe if the ball was 5 feet in, he could have made a play, but just a little bit too far out of his reach. And now you can hear Salgado telling Patchett he should have jumped the fence for it. Knowing Jeremy Patchett, he most likely would have jumped over the fence if he could have made the play, knowing him. But still, he stayed in play and will now move over towards the line to be ready if it happens again. Castillo will come set. Runner taking off and staying put is the big lead. The back pick from Kick, not in time. A quick stutter over at first base by Adams. It looked like he was making a statement of intent to go and steal second, but held up in the end. 1-1 count. Castillo checks the runner. Comes set. And now the pitch. Ground ball, chopped foul off the ankle. Looking like maybe hit off the foot, maybe the ankle, one of those two spots, but still just chopped foul. Now 1-2 count. For the home team, Opal Schlaughton, Jesse, and Waddell due up in the home half of the third. Castillo comes set. The 1-2. Cranked into left center field in the gap, and it falls in the gap for a base hit. Rounding and attempting to score for Miami is Adams. He will score. It's a 2-out RBI double for Caden Davidson to put the Thunderhawks on the board. A beautiful gapper. It split the left fielder and center fielder. Miami down by 3. They look to mount their comeback. Tough play there. Castillo was dealing that one just in a perfect spot to be barreled up, and barreled up it was. And now up steps Cornell Bennett, the pitcher, also now the designated hitter. Most likely if the pitching change happens that we saw in the bullpen, he would move back to third base, and we would see the current third base, which is Sargent, come in and pitch. The pitch. Misses low. It's a 1-0 count. Definitely a learning experience for Castillo. Seeing where that ball went, he knows what he can and can't throw to the batter. It's a learning experience, especially, like I said, the injury. He has to relearn a couple of things, and the college game definitely a lot different than high school. Good pitch there. It goes up the ladder. He gets the check. It would have been a strike regardless. That evens it up at 1-1. And as well, you can hear his teammates saying it. He's had great location this entire game. He's been able to pick out his spots to a T. Just misses upstairs. A challenging pitch at the letters. That looked pretty good from our angle. Makes it 2-1. That pitch definitely has been called a strike earlier on. Castillo shakes a couple and agrees. Checks on Adams. And looks up back. Thought about throwing, but in the end holds up. Fisher will just look the runner over. Castillo will get back to work. The pitch. Misses high, but kicks able to get up the ladder and snag it. 3-1 count. After Bennett, it is Millard, the catcher. Miami's dugout starting to clap and get into this one. The 3-1 from Castillo, cranked down the left field line and drops in for a base hit. Almost some interference over at third. 1 run will score, and trotting into second base with an RBI double is Cornell Bennett, making it a 4-2 ball game. You're good. 2 RBI doubles in a row as the merry-go-round on the bases starts to happen for Miami. And they will make a quick pinch run, it appears. Actually, no, it's just going to be Bennett taking off his wrist guard and his other trinkets to get ready to run the bases. And now up steps Colby Millard, the catcher. Struck out swinging his first time up.
Anyway, let's go now 2-8. Here we go, baby. Let's go, Kaden.
The tying run now in the batter's box for Miami. Castillo taking his time. Now the pitch. Right at the letters and missing up. Oh, once again, I don't know about that call. That looked pretty good from our angle, making it a 1-0 count. Middletown's dugout has really come alive in the last couple of minutes. The throwback from Castillo, not in time. Maybe if it's on the other side of the bag, then Bennett will be going back to the dugout, but still, the pitcher back in safely. Castillo still keeping Bennett honest. He's thinking about going. The pitch, Bennett stutters, swing and a miss, as Millard is well ahead of that one. That will even it up at 1-1. Castillo checking on Bennett once again. Bennett dancing between second and third. The pitch. Popped up in the air, going on back. It has plenty of depth, but still in play as Waddell snags it to retire the side. But not before Middletown can add 2 runs to their tally, cutting their deficit in half. Middle of 3 in Dover. It's 4-2 in favor of the Golden Eagles. Uppelschlotten, then Jesse and Waddell due up in the home half of the third. And it's a hard 94 kick. And the dugout getting loud to our right as Kick reaches with a leadoff hard 90. That is a way to start the inning for KSU Tuscarawas as they look to regain the runs they lost back in the home, or correction, the away half of the inning. Bennett will remain on the bump for the visitors. Bennett checking over on Kick. The pitch. Bunt pulled back, it's low, it's a 1-0 count. And we do have a pinch runner in here for KSU. And it is Dakota Foltz in to run. The throwback is not in time. Dakota Foltz, the freshman from Newark, Ohio, running for Kick. He did his job getting hit by the baseball, and now he will allow Foltz to run in his place. Smacked into center field, and it falls in for a base hit. The parade continues for the Golden Eagles, as now it is Matt Jesse adding himself to the hit list. It's Waddell time for KSU as the center fielder who struck out looking his first time up steps back into the box for his second cuts. Waddell has had a couple of nice plays thus far today in the outfield. He looks to add one at the dish as well. Bunt pulled back. 1-0 count to begin the at-bat as Sansone crashes in. Plenty of action in the infield for Miami. The pitch, bump pulled back, and it's in the zone, evening it up at 1-1. In game two, the lower pitches seemingly favored by the umpires. Here comes the 1-1. Bunt, laid down. What a beautiful bunt there. The throw down from Millard is in time. but that moves the runners along. Waddell does his job. And now Cam Marock, who flew out to first base, his first time up, steps back into the box. He had a controversial base hit pulled off the board on a late call, which then resulted in the web gem from Sansone. He now looks to make amends at the sticks as the 9-hitter. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away in the home half of the third. The pitch from Bennett misses upstairs. It's the 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. It's taken KSU some time, but they're starting to get used to the pitching style of Bennett. They're able to adapt to his range, able to get a barrel on the ball, and they're able to be smart on the base path, which has really helped them in this game. They lead it by 2, but looking at this Miami Middletown team, we all know just how potent they can be. All it takes is one crack of the bat, and this game can flip on its head. Here comes the 1-1 from Bennett. Popped up and over our heads.
Fight now, kid. Fight now, baby. Do a job, babe. Do a job now.
1-2 count. Bennett looking for his 5th strikeout of the ball game and a crucial out number 2. Cornell Bennett taking his time, and now time called in the box by Marock. Hornet takes no time. Ground ball, right side, scooped up by Sansone. The throw to 1 is in time. A good play by the first baseman to record out number 2. Bennett wasted no time after Marock stepped back into the box and threw in a missile quickly, threw him off guard, and now we go back to the top of the lineup with Caleb Salgado. Salgado reached on an error his last time up, along with a single thus far for him today. 2 away, 2 runners in scoring position. The pitch misses upstairs. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat on the designated hitter. Salgado did a nice job behind the dish in game number 1, which included a throw out at second base. The 1-0 fouled over the backstop.
Go, Sal. Here we go, baby.
Salgado in a similar position to Patchett plays the game with a smile on his face. You see him and Patchett go out there, they enjoy the game, they have fun out there, and they produce on a constant basis. Both of them very fun to watch. Good dippage, but not enough, makes it a 2-1 count. It's a 2-1 count. Bennett looking to get out of the jam. The pitch. Hit foul to the left side. Salgado a little bit too far in front of it. 2-2, 2 away. 4-2 lead for KSU Tuscarawas. Salgado, a simple poke from him would most likely give KSU back their 4-run lead. Bennett taking his time. Here comes the delivery. Fouled over the backstop once again. Still a 2-2 count for Miami. It will be Sargent, the third baseman, Carter Sandstone, the first baseman, and Lake Von Borgen, the right fielder, due up to hit in the top of the 4th. Here comes a 2-2 once again. Ground ball left side of the infield, scooped up at short. The throw across the diamond is just in time. A big throw from short retires Salgado and the side. Miami avoids the scare. We head into the 4th inning at Dover City Park. It's KSU Tuscarawas leading it 4-2. Top of the fourth inning in Dover, Ohio at Dover City Park. Castillo and the Golden Eagles lead it 4-2 over Miami Middletown. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. The clouds have rolled in here. It's become an overcast sort of afternoon after the sun blazed down on us during game number one. The first pitch of the new frame is low. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat on Aiden Sargent, the third baseman. Sargent, the sophomore from Monroe High School, is listed at 5'10" and 185 pounds. The pitch misses outside, a 2-0 count to begin the at-bat as Castillo has missed both of his offerings low. Castillo looking to get back to his form of the first two innings. He looked really dominant in those frames, but Miami, to their credit, did a nice job to rebound last inning and get 2 runs on the board. Now that chase on a low pitch makes it a 2-1 count.
Come on, boys, here now. Let's go, Kaden.
Castillo coming set. Here comes the 2-1. Misses upstairs around the letters, making it 3-1. Miami, they're a team that fights. Looking at the stat book last inning, 2 RBI doubles from Davidson and Bennett, respectively. And now it's a leadoff walk as Sargent does his job at a ball right around the knees.
Hey, forget it. Next play.
Now up steps Carter Sansone. He had a web gem earlier on in this contest at first base, diving for a ball hit foul by Maroc. And now he steps in looking to make amends after striking out swinging his first time up. Castillo setting. The runner has a decent lead. The pitch. Misses a little bit low. 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. The pitches look good. Maybe it's a framing issue. We'll see it here. Castillo keeping a close eye over at first base. The pitch. Chopped foul right to our left. And bounces inside the dugout. And thank goodness that Jeremy Patchett is at third base and not here. Otherwise, the ball may have hit him again. Jeremy Patchett having a good day once again at the sticks. Had an RBI single his last time up. We will see him in the home half of the inning. Ground ball hit towards Patchett. The throw 2-2 is in time for 1. The throw 2-1 is not in time. The scoop isn't there. The double play almost executed, but instead it goes down as a fielder's choice. A nice job by Patchett to get the ball over to 2 for 1. They couldn't get the ball to 1 for 2.
Turn it up.
And now up steps Lake Von Bargen, the right fielder who flew out to his right field counterpart in Maroc, his first time up.
Hey, right here,
1 away here in the top of the fourth inning. 4-2 KSU leads. The pitch. Right down the pipe, nothing in 1 count to begin the at-bat. Castillo definitely getting back to his best. He needs some time. He needs a couple of good at-bats here, as this time around, Miami has had his number. The pitch. Time is just called. It was a perfect pitch.
Perfect right there.
The late time call might mess with Castillo. We will see how he rebounds. It's an 0-1 count, runner at first base. The pitch. Popped up and going over our heads. Once again, one of the scary things about our setup here in the dugout, foul balls, definitely a concerning factor. Castillo comes set, now the pitch. Misses low in the dirt. Makes it now a 1-2 count.
All right. Here we go, Ben. Here's a good pitch.
Castillo checking the runner. It's a 1-2 count. Throws back. Not in time. A close one by Castillo, but just not in time. Ashcraft, a good tag. It was definitely close. A couple close ones throughout this doubleheader, not going in favor of KSU Tuscarawas. Ground ball left side of the infield goes a short. It's bobbled. The throw to 2 is in time for the first. The throw to 1 is not in time. We have a repeat of the first out of the inning. Another fielder's choice retires Sansone for out number 2.
Attaboy, good play. Hey, plays are 1 or 2.
With 2 away, up steps Jordan Zapata, the shortstop. He flew out to Maroc as well in right field his first time up. Once again for KSU, Campbell, Ashcraft, and Patchett, the 3 due up in the home half of the inning. Castillo comes set and delivers. Fouled over the backstop.
Way to work ahead.
An 0-1 count now on Zapata. Once again, looking at Zapata's bio, the sophomore, 5'10", 160-pound righty, played his high school ball at Hamilton. Castillo sets and delivers. Ground ball towards Patchett at third, and down the line foul.
Way to work ahead.
Castillo has Zapata down, 0-2 in the count with 2 away. Getting into the 5th with a 2-run lead in hand would be huge for KSU as they look to hold off the comeback of Miami. Once again, KSU led it 4-0, Miami scoring the last 2 runs. The 0-2 from Castillo misses upstairs, but Zapata thought about it.
That's a pitch and a half, attaboy.
So 1-2 count. Still over at first base is Von Bargen. Wouldn't be surprised to see him take off here on the 1-2 offering just to try and create some chaos in the base path. Gets his lead. He will stay put. The 1-2. Ground ball goes over to short. The hop and throw is in time. A nice play made by Campbell over at short to retire the side. Castillo through 4 has 4 Ks to his name in his Golden Eagle debut. We go into the home half of the inning. KSU leads it 4-2. Bottom 4 at Dover City Park. First pitch of the inning is a ball to Campbell. It's Campbell, Ashcraft, and Patchett due up this inning for KSU Tuscarawas. As we return here, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Lined into left center field and it drops in for a leadoff single. Campbell does his job as he is 3 for 3 in game number 2. And now, the man who opened the scoring for KSU in Nathan Ashcraft steps up for his 3rd cuts of the ball game, a 2 RBI single, his first time up, and then a strikeout looking his last time in the box. The pitch bounces and blocked to 1-0 count. Ashcraft looking to replicate what he did last time. The throwback is not in time. Ashcraft being tasked with moving the runner along. The pitch. Hit foul.
Get on that, kid. Yes, sir. All right, on that, baby.
He's definitely getting on it. He's getting close to where he needs to be. Once again, popped up foul and out of play.
Go, baby. Dude, Donnie is all into the car.
In the on-deck circle is Jeremy Patchett for KSU. Another run here would be huge as the 1-2 count, still none away. The pitch.
Good eye.
Dips and misses. Evens it up at 2-2. Patchett still getting ready. It could be a big at-bat for him. Bennett throws back, and it's not in time as diving head first back into first base is Campbell. Campbell was really close to getting picked off. Bennett, another good move. A 2-2 count. The pitch. Hit foul to the right side. 2-2. Bennett looking for his 5th strikeout of the game. Once again, he relieved Bryce Gill in the first after some early struggles. The pitch. This is upstairs. Ashcraft works it full.
Hey, good at bat, quality at bat right there. Quad, baby. Let's go now.
Bennett definitely having to work extra for out number 1. It's a full count, 3-2. KSU just looking to keep their party going. The payoff pitch, runner goes, it hits him. A hard 90 for Nathan Ashcraft grants him third base. And now up steps the powerful and dangerous Jeremy Patchett. 1 for 1 in this game with an RBI single to his name. And looking back at game number 1, he went 1 for 2 with an RBI double. He looks to move the runners along, but time will be called as we have a mound visit and maybe a pitching change here. Coach Adams going to talk to Bennett. If his day is done, he will end with 4 strikeouts. And the ball is taken. He will go, it seems, back to the field, and he'll be replaced by, it looks like, Aiden Sargent. If that is the case, he is still out there giving some instructions. You never know. But as of right now, it looks like that will be the change. We will look to confirm that in the following seconds with Miami Middletown down 4-2. It looks like indeed Sargent will be on to pitch when we return. New arm on the mound for Miami Middletown. It's Aiden Sargent, the sophomore from Monroe. The 5'10", 185-pounder will look to settle things down as he will be tasked with shutting down Jeremy Patchett first off. That's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat as he misses low. The official change moves Bennett back to third base where he started the game. Sargent comes set. The pitch. This is inside. Now a 2-0 count on Patchett. Patchett 2 RBIs today, 2 hits total across the 2 games. He has started well for KSU Tuscarawas in the early stages of the new season. Holds off at that, and it's deemed a strike, making it a 2-1 count. Sargent just hit the outside corner. Sansone creeping over at first base. The 2-1 misses upstairs. Now a 3-1 count on Patchett. Joe Fisher, the second baseman, still getting ready in the on-deck circle. Patchett getting ready for the swing if he deems it a good pitch. And he does, and fouls the way to the left side. Full count, 3-2 on Patchett. This is a big spot for Kent State Tuscarawas. A big hit could really blow the game open in their favor. The payoff skips in the dirt. It's a second walk this game for Jeremy Patchett, which loads the bases for Joe Fisher, the second baseman. Fisher, a walk and a pop-out to his name. But this is a big opportunity for him. Once again, last year batted .385, 1 double and 2 RBIs. With 1 swing of the bat, he could match his RBI output of last year. The sophomore from Strasburg, Ohio, looking to make an impact here in Dover. First pitch strike, a good pitch from Sargent, nothing at 1 count. Bases loaded, no one away.
Let's go, Joe.
The pitch from Sargent. Misses low, evens it up at 1-1. The dugout in front of us definitely getting ready to celebrate something big.
Here we go, Joe. Let's go, Fisher.
Sargent gearing up. The pitch. Bounces in, and it's blocked. A 2-1 count, but a nice block by Millard behind the dish.
That's a dirty ball.
A 2-1 count. Sansone still standing on the edge of the grass. The pitch. Fouled away over the backstop.
You're good. Straighten that out.
2-2 count now. Sargent looking for his first strikeout of the ball game. KSU, the second time they've had the bases loaded today, looking to convert this time around. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fisher a little bit too far ahead of it as Sargent gets his first K of the ball game for out number 1. Now kick Upperschlatten steps up for his third cuts of the game. Kick so far has struck out looking and has been hit by a pitch.
Here we go now, kick.
Sargent coming set. The pitch. Misses outside, a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat for kick.
Find yours, drive yours. Let's
Kick
go, babe.
once again comes from Apeldoorn, Netherlands. The pitch. Misses upstairs, 2-0 count.
Good eye, good eye.
And additionally, on his bio, he went to Pasadena, California for more schooling. So now he looks to make an impact on this end of the United States. The 2-0.
Good eye.
Mrs. Lowe's a 3-0 count.
It's gonna be real pretty.
Upperschlatten looking for the RBI via the walk.
Go, baby. Here we go now.
Sargent coming set, looking to avoid a 4-pitch walk. A
Attaboy.
good get right from him. gives him a chance. It's a 3-1 count. Sargent doing all he can to stay in the at-bat. KSU ready to celebrate a 5th run. The pitch. Cranked by kick into center field and caught on a dive. What a catch in center field by Lang, but a run will score. It's a sac fly for kick, but a web gem by Lang denies him the base hit. It's 5-2 KSU. The second big web gem of the game by Miami Middletown. Sansone had the first, and now Lang has one as well. Matt Jesse, the left fielder, steps up for his 3rd cuts, a strikeout and a base hit to his name thus far. And now we're having a conversation here, it looks like. All should be taken care of. As you can see over at third base, a brief conversation between Ashcraft and Bennett.
You're right here, Matt. Let's go, baby. Stay hot, kid.
Sargent shaking his head. The pitch, swing and a miss, a hefty cut, nothing in 1 count.
Hey, calm down. You good? Don't swing and crap here, baby. Don't swing and crap here.
Looking at Jesse's bio, the freshman from Bishop Watterson. So maybe an hour and a half away from here. Columbus area school, definitely a powerhouse of football, but still a good baseball school. 1-1 count. Runners at the corners with 2 away. The pitch. Misses upstairs near the letters. Now a 2-1 count. For Miami in the top of the 5th, they will send Robbie Adams, Jake Lang, and Caden Davidson to the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That will even it up at 2-2.
Let's go, Matt. Here we go, baby. Let's go 2-9.
Caden Castillo getting ready to go back out for another inning of work. So far, 4 Ks to his name. He will look to continue his dominance on the mound. And strike 3 looking. A good pitch from Sargent. Retires aside. Jesse froze. We go into the 5th. It's KSU up 5-2. Fifth inning at Dover City Park. It's 5-2 in favor of KSU Tuscarawas. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. First pitch of the inning, grounded to the left side and foul. Nothing in one count to begin the at-bat on Robbie Adams. It's a 9-1 and 2 hitters for Miami Middletown due up to hit this inning. Castillo has dealt thus far 4 Ks through 4 innings of work. The 0-1 down the pipe, nothing in 2 count. Castillo getting back in his groove as he has been impressive in his Golden Eagles debut. 0-2 Castillo looking for a quick at-bat. Doesn't get it as it skips past kick on the dirt. It's a 1-2 count. I don't mind that pitch there. It's in the dirt, but you never know. A player might get a little too antsy in the box, even at this level, and swing out of his shoes. Castillo will challenge again. The quick release, grounded right side of the infield, snagged at first base. The throw over to Castillo is in time. A bang-bang play goes in favor of KSU for out number 1. Good hustle from Castillo to get there and receive the flip from Ashcraft. With the leadoff hitter retired, we go back to the main leadoff hitter, the one-hitter, Jake Lang. The center fielder so far today 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to his name. Cranks it into right field. In the gap, it falls for a base hit. Lang will go for 2. He will be content and stay at 2 with a 1-out double. Lang does his job and puts a runner in scoring position for Miami Middletown to work with. A good bit of hitting from Lang. Going back to last game, it took until his third at-bat to get his first of 2 hits in that contest. And once again, 3 times the charm for the center fielder. Lang will have a wardrobe change with a couple of fancy things coming on, including a sliding mitt. And now up steps Caden Davidson, the second baseman. The pitch from Castillo. Good spot, but just inside. KSU can't believe it. It's a 1-0 count. Another good spot. The zone has been a very gray area of this game. Castillo coming set, checking the runner. The runner dancing between second and third, and Castillo has enough.
Good boy. Good boy. Good check. Good check. Good check. Here we go.
Miami, it looks like they're trying to bait the throw over. Runner goes the pitch, popped up to the right side, now the left, it looks like, as it will be caught over in left field as the runner is able to get back to second base as Davidson is retired for out number 2 by the left fielder, Jesse. Cornell Bennett, the third baseman, turned pitcher, turned third baseman again, comes back in. A very confusing box score for him. But he steps up for his third cuts, had a RBI double his last time up. Ground ball down the left field line and just foul.
Oh boy. Here we go, long strike, long strike.
Definitely a good spot for the third baseman to try and hit, but just missed a little bit to the left.
Let's go, Cass, right now, baby.
Castillo taking his time, comes set, checks on the runner. And he will fake the throw on back. Lucas Hudler, the freshman from Harrison, starting to get warm in the bullpen of Miami Middletown. Runner goes, the pitch, it's low. Kick can't field it cleanly, and 90 feet away from scoring is Jake Lang. A good jump by the center fielder at second base, and now Bennett has a chance to earn his second RBI of the ballgame. 1-1 count, Castillo coming set, delivers, misses upstairs, now a 2-1 count. If Bennett does his job, Colby Millard, the catcher, would be due up next. Caden Castillo looking to get out of the jam. Misses inside, now a 3-1 count.
Come on now, babe. Here we go, Kaden.
If Bennett gets on, I wouldn't be surprised to see Middletown try some trickery over at first base. Bennett has some speed. Why not use it? The 3-1. In the zone at the letters. Castillo hangs on by a thread and works the count full.
Best pitch right here now. Best pitch here.
It's a big time for both teams. Castillo looking to get out of the inning. Miami looking to roar on back. Here comes the pivotal payoff pitch. Popped up in the center of the infield. Calling it off is a shortstop Campbell, and he makes the play. Castillo and company get out of the jam. A runner at third base is left stranded. We go into the home half of the inning with KSU Tuscarawas up 5-2. Bottom 5 in Dover. First pitch is skied over Miami's bullpen and foul. Waddell, Maroke, and Salgado due up in the home half of the 5th inning for KSU Tuscarawas as they lead it 5-2 over Miami Middletown. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. A 1-1 count on Waddell. Bunted and was forced out at first his last time up. Upstairs makes it 2-1. Once again, game 1 went in favor of Miami, 12-1. Now KSU looking to hold things down for the next couple innings. Lined into left field, and it falls. A leadoff single for Jared Waddell gets KSU on the base path. A good bit of hitting once again by KSU. They have taken advantage of the left half of the outfield on many occasions this afternoon, and they look to continue doing so. Cam Marock, the freshman, once again stepping in from North Canton Hoover. A ground out and a fly out to his name thus far. The pitch, bunt, fouled right into the backstop. An 0-1 count to begin the at-bat on Marock. After him, it goes to Caleb Salgado, the designated hitter. You're just tuning in. Bryce Gill began the game on the bump for Miami, who was then replaced by Cornell Bennett, who threw a few innings of good baseball, 4 Ks to his name. And now Aiden Sargent with 2 strikeouts comes in after playing third base in place of Bennett for that brief time. Bennett has flipped between third and then pitcher and then third. A very interesting day for him and for Sargent, who has also done that flip, but just once. 0-2 count on Marock. Still looking for his first career collegiate hit. Bunt shown. He offered and is out. That is a strikeout for Sargent, his third of the game, as he retires the freshman for out number 1. Caleb Salgado, the designated hitter, a big chance to help out his team. Last year he batted .380 with 7 doubles, 3 triples, and 20 RBIs. He has plenty of power to his swing. If he can move the runner along, that would pay dividends for KSU, as most likely one more run would be enough, but still Miami within an arm's length. The pitch from Sargent misses upstairs. That will make it a 2-0 count. Miami looking at their form in the first 3 games compared to this one will definitely take a look at the film and regroup heading into their next fall game next week. The pitch popped up and over our heads.
Let's go, Sal. Straighten one out, kid.
So now a 2-1 count. If you're just tuning in, 5-2 in the bottom of the 5th is your score in favor of KSU in this pseudo MAC matchup. Sargent lining up. Takes a second and comes set. Now the pitch. Line down the left side and snagged at short. The throw to 2 is in time. KSU can't believe it, but that goes down as a web jam for Zapata at short, and that earns out number 2 for Miami's defense. I think the whole dugout thinks that he was safe. It looked like his foot came off the bag when he had possession, and even then maybe the runner beat out the throw. It goes down as a fielder's choice, so Salgado will stand over at first. Pass ball to throw down. It's not in time. Salgado safe. I think this dugout was prepared for the worst in that outcome. But still, Salgado, the right call, is safe. He stands in scoring position as Caleb Campbell, the shortstop, who's 3 for 3 on the day, is tasked with scoring Salgado. The pitch. Misses up, 2-0 count. Miami has 6 outs to work with. Millard, Sargent, and Sansone, the 3 due up in the 6th. And if they go in order, Von Bargen, Zapata, and Adams. Crank down left field line, and it's fair! A big hit for Campbell! He is 4 for 4 on the afternoon! 1 run scores! It's a 2-out RBI double for Caleb Campbell! Once again, 4 for 4, and KSU leads it 6-2. 2 RBIs, 2 doubles, 2 singles, and 4 hits. Caleb Campbell has had a career day in Dover. That might be enough to inject a new wave of life into KSU Tuscarawas' lineup, as now Nathan Ashcraft steps up for the 4th time. 1 for 2 on the day after getting hit by a pitch, his last time up on a 3-2 count. The pitch. Cranked down the left field line and foul.
Fair, it's gone.
Once again, if it was fair, it looked pretty close to getting out of here. We've had a couple down that left field line almost squeak out of here and have had plenty do so, but just foul. It's an 0-2 count on Ashcraft. Even if this is the end result of the inning, it went in favor of KSU. And it is. It's a drop, 3rd strike. Millard throws down. Simple play made by Sansone as he snags it to retire the side, but not before Caleb Campbell completes his career day. He is 4 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 doubles, and that is enough to put KSU Tuscarawas up 6-2 heading into the 6th. as we return for the 6th inning. As you can see on your screen, I am looking for sponsors. If you own a small business and would like to sponsor some broadcast in the local Alliance area, please contact me at one of the 3 avenues on your screen, preferably email, and I would love to get a deal done and get some sponsorships. Once again, tomorrow I will be at the Marlington versus Youngstown Ursuline girls soccer game for the SmeeSports High School Game of the Week. Coverage starting at 6:15 with kickoff coming at 6:30 live at Marlington High School. To stay up to date on all the games I'm covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram at SmeeFest2024 on Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when I upload and go live. First pitch of the inning is in the zone as it falls out of the glove of Kick. 0-1 count to begin the at-bat on Millard, who just threw out Ashcraft on the drop third. Castillo, 4 Ks to his name, hasn't had a strikeout in a little while. The last time he struck out a batter was all the way back in Carter Sansone's first at-bat in the 2nd inning. It's been a while, but he is hungry for it. It's a 1-1 count. Castillo still in on his debut as a Golden Eagle. The 1-1.
Good pitch.
Misses at the letters, definitely close. KSU have had a lot of close calls go against them. Now it's a 2-1. Castillo still getting plenty of encouragement from his teammates. The 2-1 offering.
Good pitch.
Goes just a little bit outside. KSU not very happy, and deservingly so. It was definitely a good one. If they had a dime for every ball that they thought was a strike, they'd be able to retire right now with pension and everything. That one's a no-doubter, and they're happy about it. It's a 3-2 count.
Hey, one more, baby. Let's go now. Come on, True.
Castillo working with what he can. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. The 5th K of the afternoon from the freshman. What a debut by Castillo. It's 1 up, 1 down for the KSU defense.
Yes, sir.
For the first time since the 2nd inning, Castillo has recorded a strikeout.
Pitch hitter, 15. 15 for 10, pitch hitter.
And we will have a pinch hitter. It will be Mark Maruka, the sophomore from Centerville High School, the 6'1", 170-pounder,
That's a pitch.
into hit. It's an 0-1 count to begin his at-bat. The pitch from Castillo. Swing and a miss, a hefty cut from Maruka. Now an 0-2 count. This KSU dugout coming back alive with fiery passion.
Come on now, baby.
The 0-2. It's a big pitch. Castillo will step off and give himself some time. Here comes the 0-2 from Castillo. Swing and a miss! 2 strikeouts in a row by Castillo. Give him 6 on the afternoon. It's 2 up, 2 down. And as well, the people in charge of the speaker having some fun with the Pac-Man audio. It's a fun day at the ballpark for KSU. They are enjoying life here at Dover Park. 2 away, and now up steps Carter Sansone. A fielder's choice his last time up as he lines it over, and it skips over the shortstop Campbell's glove. With 2 away, Sansone reaches on the air.
Hey, we got 2, that's 5. We got 2 now.
Lake Von Bargen now will help try and spur on the comeback for Miami. Once again, last year was their first winning season since last century. 25 years in between their last winning seasons. Coach Adams has really turned this program around, especially last year, the young team, the youngest team in college baseball, with 21 freshmen on their roster for the 2024 campaign. First pitch misses low. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. And what else makes it so impressive is Coach Adams, 17 years as a basketball coach and 25 years as an analyst for ESPN with their college hoops productions. Very impressive from Coach Adams. He's a basketball guy, but this baseball team, he has them very well coached. Castillo coming set. The pitch. Goes to the knees and finds the zone. It's as if we've had a zone redux here in the top of the 6th. 1-1. Castillo looking to continue his dominance. He deals. Chop to the left side weakly, and Patchett will kill it foul. Now a 1-2 count. If Castillo gets this strikeout, this dugout is going to go crazy. We know that. We've seen them for the first 2. They're ready to go. Castillo looking for his 7th K of his debut. So 1-2 count. He has the whole KSU dugout behind him. Can he get it? Lined into center field, in between right, and it falls in the gap, and it gets past the center fielder, Waddell. Rounding and going home is Sansone. He will score. Going into third base is Von Bargen. It's a 2-out RBI triple for the right fielder to make it a 6-3 ball game. Miami definitely now needs to get that runner in Von Bargen across if they want to have a good chance. That would make it a 2-run game. Zapata, the shortstop, 0-for-2 in this game, needs a base hit to help his team. Missing upstairs is Castillo. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Castillo taking his time, peering in, and gets the call from kick. The pitch. Missing upstairs. That'll make it a 2-0 count. Castillo trying to regather himself. It's a tough spot to be in. The tying run is in the on-deck circle for Middletown. The pitch. Cranked up the gut. It's an RBI single for Zapata, and that makes it a 6-4 ball game. Middletown gets 2 back, and now Robbie Adams, the left fielder, stands in as the tying run. No action in the bullpen. Coach Cole has complete faith in his starter, Castillo, as he looks to settle things down. This is a pressure situation in fall. It won't matter for the spring record. This is where you get better and get some good game time. First pitch strike, a beautiful recovery from Castillo as he paints the corner like Picasso. Nothing at 1 count. Castillo trying to put the cherry on top of his college debut. The 0-1. Smacked into the stratosphere in left. Still going on back, and it is gone! Middletown ties it up at 6! What a swing by Robbie Adams as he clears the left field fence, and now we have a ball game. They have come close on many occasions, but now they get it done. It's honors even in the top of the 6th, and we will have a mound visit. Coach Cole wants to talk things over, and we'll take a break of our own. It's 6-6 in the top of the 6th with 2 away. A new game here in Dover in the top of the 6th. 4 runs from Miami. Middletown puts them tied with KSU at 6. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon as we bring you KSU Tuscarawas baseball, and we'll be back on next week as well to bring you their second fall doubleheader. First pitch of this at-bat is in the zone from Castillo. 0-1 count to begin the at-bat on Jake Lang, the center fielder, who last inning had a double. The pitch, swing and a miss. Castillo getting in a groove, now up 0-2 in the count.
Come on, baby. Right here now.
For KSU, Patchett, Fisher, and Upelstraten due up in the home half of the inning. The 0-2 by Castillo. Smacked, and Patchett with the web gem! Jeremy Patchett snags the ball out of thin air and will bring his team back to the sticks. Miami Middletown scores 4. It's a new ball game. Home half of the 6th inning. It's getting interesting. 6-all when we return. Jeremy Patchett, Joe Fisher, and Kick Upelstraten due up in the home half of the 6th inning. It's a 6-6 ball game. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. We saw him warm up probably 3 hours ago at this point, but R.J. Anderson stepping in to pitch for Middletown. Finally, we've been waiting for him to take the mound after going out to the bullpen in Game 1. Anderson, the sophomore, 6'1", 145, went to Middletown High School. Patchett cranks it into the stratosphere with the bat flip. Patchett gives KSU back the lead. Big game. Jeremy Patchett is back. Jay Berg does it for KSU Tuscarawas. His first home run with the Golden Eagles puts Miami down 7-6. Jeremy Patchett in big games always steps up, and he does it once again as he is mobbed by his team. There is Jeremy Patchett once again on display. Get over here, get over here. Yeah! Jeremy Patchett, the heftiest swing in the WRCL, shows it on the collegiate level. That is one way to inject life into this team. As is another one. It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Joe Fisher goes yard, and pandemonium continues to ensue. It's 8-6 KSU over Miami. That is why you go to the weight room, and it has paid off. Coach Cole is fired up. The whole team is fired up. This team has come alive in the 6th. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. You see the celebrations. They are ecstatic. Celebration, elation, and pandemonium all at once in Dover. The game has flipped on its head once again. A swing and a miss there by Upelstraten on his first pitch. He sees 0-1 count to begin the at-bat, but KSU, they have their lead. Anderson, a tough way to be greeted on the bump. He goes again. Cranked, and this one falls in left field for a base hit. Upelstraten adds himself to the hit parade. 3 hits in a row. Homer, base hit. KSU is alive and well at the sticks. And now it's time for Matt Jesse The left fielder, 2 step in, 2 strikeouts, and a single to his name thus far. What a game and what a job by KSU Tuscarawas. Came in as the underdogs in game 2 after game number 1, and they hold a 2-run lead. 3 home runs combined between the 2 teams in the 6th. The pitch from Anderson, bunt being shown, it's down the right line, and it rolls foul. A beautiful spot there, but just not enough as Jesse's bunt rolls foul. But still, KSU, they have what they need from this inning. 2 home runs, Jeremy Patchett and Joe Fisher coming alive when their team needed them most. Anderson comes set. The pitch, bunt, beautiful bunt down the right field line this time. Anderson scoops, it could be a tough play. The throw is in time. Plenty of velocity by Anderson as he changes his arm slot for out number 1. Out with 1 away, up steps Jared Wardell, the center fielder. A strikeout looking, a bunt, and a base hit to his name thus far. If you're just tuning in, Miami Middletown tied it in the top of the 6th with 4 runs, and then Jeremy Patchett and Joe Fisher both going yard, making it an 8-6 ball game. We have had an explosion on offense here in the 6th, a combined 6 runs between the 2 teams. But talk about a change of pace. I asked in the dugout, if this game goes to extras, will we actually go to extras? And I was told, you don't need to know that because it's not going to have to. And as of right now, that is the case. With 1 away, ground ball by Maroc, over to short, scooped up the throw, is in time. A nice throw across the diamond by Zapata for out number 2. And now Tyler Vasquez comes into the game. Vasquez looking at his bio. The freshman from Corpus Christi, Texas, went to Mary Carroll High School, and he officially makes his college debut in the home half of the 6th inning here at Dover City Park. It's been a lot of firsts today for KSU Tuscarawas, and they're looking for maybe one more. The pitch from Anderson. In the dirt and blocked by Millard. 1-0 count to begin the at-bat on the freshman. For Miami, Caden Davidson, Cornell Bennett, and Colby Millard. The 3 due up to try and get them back in the game. The pitch. Check swing, but still goes. Coach Cole giving him some encouragement, and he has had plenty of pedigree in his career. A Division I baseball player back in his day, and now he has founded the Ohio Tigers organization, a travel ball team that had plenty of success this past year, including a championship appearance in the 16U division of the OPL, where they ended up losing a tight match against Premier Ohio Anderson at Lakewood High School. I actually called that game, so that was my first introduction to Coach Cole. Was a great guy, very helpful. And then I was able to get in contact with him, and that is why I'm here today. I just want to extend a thank you to Coach Cole for having me out for this game and for the doubleheader next week. I'm enjoying this. This is good baseball, 2 good teams battling out, and I'm expecting the same thing next week at Conotton Valley starting at 12 p.m. Anderson sets and delivers. Just off the plate. Miami feeling somewhat like KSU was for the majority of this game. A runner at third. A third insurance run would be huge. The pitch. Misses low as a first career walk, for Vasquez as he reaches to put runners at the corners with 2 away. And up steps Caleb Salgado. Coach Adams will call time to talk things over as this game has flipped on its head. We might have some changes coming as well. Coach Cole talking to the umpire behind home plate. But a big mound visit incoming. We'll step aside for a brief moment. KSU leads it 8-6. Two-way in the home half of the sixth inning. It's 8-6. KSU over Miami Middletown. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. It's been a great day of games here at Dover City Park as we are in the home stretch officially. Hefty cut by Salgado. He misses. Nothing in one count to begin his fifth at-bat of the game. A fielder's choice, a ground out, an error, and a base hit to his name in game number 2. Anderson sets and delivers. Misses in the dirt. Millard with the block. That will even it up at 1-1. A crazy chain of events in the sixth inning. 6 combined runs between the two teams put us at our 8-6 scoreline. Anderson comes set. Runner goes, the pitch. It's high. Millard throws the tag, not in time. That will put a runner in scoring position along with the runner already there. So 2 now within 180 feet for KSU. So 1-1 count on Salgado. He can cap off an impressive doubleheader with a big hit here. The pitch misses outside, making it now a 2-1 count. Anderson taking his time once again. We saw him warm up a while ago, and now he's in the game. And a hard 90 for Salgado. Now Caleb Campbell has a chance for an encore. 4 for 4 already. A double, an RBI single, a single, and an RBI double. Time has been called once again by Coach Adams. He will go and talk to Anderson. It looks like we will have a pitching change, and we do. A new arm coming on to pitch for Miami Middletown when we return. And once again, tomorrow, our high school game of the week takes us to Marlington as the Dukes play host to Youngstown Ursuline. 6:15 live coverage begins. 6:30 kickoff at Marlington High School. And that game will re-air on Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance a few days after, as that is a part of our partnership and connection there. And speaking of them, I'll be back on the call for them officially on the station Tuesday as Alliance plays host to Minerva. And speaking of them, a great story. I was able to call their first football win since 2020 on Friday night for Q92. An excellent game. When that game's available on SoundCloud over at Q92radiosports.com, I recommend going to listen to it. That was a crazy back and forth game. Minerva, they were hungry for that win, and they got it. To stay up to date on all the games I'm covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when I upload or go live. It'll be Braylon Bailey on the bump when we return. Back on in the bottom of the sixth. Still two-way, the bases loaded. Once again, the advertisement on your screen. If you're looking to be a sponsor, contact me at one of those avenues. We take that off the screen and return to Dover City Park. Caleb Campbell, 4 for 4 on the day. He looks to make it 5 for 5. First pitch he sees is a little bit out of the zone. 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Miami tied it up this inning, but now things are back in favor of the Golden Eagles. The pitch. A good get right there from Bailey. That's his second pitch. The sophomore, 5'10", 150-pounder from Middletown High School evens it up at 1-1. Bailey taking a second and coming set. Now the pitch. Dips in and just off the plate. That'll make it a 2-1 count. Two-one count. Bailey looking to get out of the jam. He will deal. Swing and a miss. A hefty cut from Campbell. Evens it up at 2-2. The next couple of at-bats are going to be pivotal for both teams as Miami looks to get one last word in before this game concludes. 2-2 two-way. Bailey looking to get out of the inning. And time called in the box by Campbell. Nathan Ashcraft, the first baseman, awaits in the on-deck circle for KSU Tuscarawas. Bailey comes set. The 2-2. Cranked and caught over at short. Zapata in the right place at the right time. Robs Campbell of a 5-hit afternoon and retires the side. But not before Jeremy Patchett and Joe Fisher go yard. End of 6 at Dover City Park. It's Kent State Tuscarawas 8, Miami Middletown 6. Kent State Tuscarawas 3 outs away from recording the upset over Miami Middletown. It's 8-6 KSU as we rejoin the action in the top of the 7th inning. Caden Castillo still on the bump, looks to have a full game on his resume as the only thing there in his college debut. Lined over to left field, and it's over the head of the left fielder Jesse. Going on into second base is the leadoff hitter Davidson. A big leadoff double, and now the tying run in Cornell. Bennett steps back into the box. Bennett, a single, a double, and a pop out. Coach Cole will go and talk to Castillo, and it looks like that might be it for his afternoon. There's a good chance that will do it, and based on the reaction of the dugout, it is. Caden Castillo, a big afternoon. It's all smiles from him as he gets clapped off by his teammates. 6 Ks, allowing a few runs. He did a good job today on the mound. A great debut from him. We look to see a lot more from him later on in his career. And now we will see a new arm come on to close things out for KSU Tuscarawas when we return. A runner at second base, a tying run in the box for Miami Middletown. The new arm on the mound for Kent State Tuscarawas is Joe Fisher, the sophomore from Strasburg, Ohio. He will be tasked with seeing this game out as Caden Castillo's impressive collegiate debut comes to an end. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Once again, we will be back on next week at Conotton Valley High School as KSU Tuscarawas plays their second fall doubleheader as they look to continue their preparations for the 2025 season. 12-2 are the start times of those games. It's going to be a fun day as we close out September in style with some collegiate baseball. Cornell Bennett, the third baseman, his fourth cuts of the ball game and his biggest thus far. First pitch upstairs, 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Fisher taking a look at the runner. He will deal. Off the plate, makes it now a 2-0 count. So once again, Bennett, the tying run in the on-deck circle for KSU, or correction, for Miami. Millard, he would be the go-ahead run. Misses upstairs, 3-0 count. Fisher looking to get in a rhythm as it looks like we have Tanner Norman, the freshman from Lake Center Christian, over at second base in favor of Fisher, who's now on the mound. The pitch, foul ball, chop left side. The dugout still getting into this game. They're on the fence. They're trying to give as much encouragement as they can to their teammates on the field. They've played an excellent game today and just need to close things out. The pitch misses upstairs. It's a walk for Bennett, which puts a tying run on the base path and allows the go-ahead run into the batter's box. Millard, 2 strikeouts and a flyout to his name. If he gets on, he will be pinch ran for most likely. Fisher just trying to end this game, no questions asked. The pitch, missing upstairs. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Definitely a lot of tactical changes down the stretch in this contest as both teams want to have their best guys and their most rested guys out there. A pass ball puts the tying run in scoring position. Runners at second and third with none away as Kick is able to retrieve it after it hits off the back wall. Miami's bench once again getting into it. As I mentioned a couple times, this is a pseudo MAC conference rivalry game. Obviously, Miami and Kent State proper big rivals in the conference, but these guys still definitely have some, don't want to say aggression, but still don't really like each other. This is a still rivalry matchup. Fisher looking for a strike. Gets it. 3-1 count, a good get right in the on-deck circle for KSU, or correction, for Miami, is the pitcher Bailey. Here comes a 3-1. Swing and a miss. Fisher back in it, makes the count full. One swing of the bat can change this game. KSU looking for out number 1. The payoff pitch misses low. The bases are loaded with none away for Miami as they look to mount the improbable comeback. And Braylon Bailey steps up for his first cut to the ball game. Another Middletown player who went to, well, Middletown High School. Played his college ball local and looks to make an impact here. Ground ball left side, it's snagged over at third. No, it's off the glove of Patchett. The tying run will come in and score. We are back, knotted up at 8. It was a liner to the hot corner. Patchett couldn't get it cleanly as we are back to having the honors even with the go-ahead run standing at second base, and Miami's bench is enjoying it. First base moving in, second base shifting over a little bit. The runner over at second base trying to get a little bit of a jump. Could we see some trickery on the base path? Do we see a bunt attempted here? It's Carter Sansone, the first baseman, in to hit. He sees the first pitch strike. Sansone, a strikeout, a fielder's choice, and an error to his name thus far. Fisher sets and delivers. Quickly down, 0-2 in the count is Sansone, as Fisher does a nice job to rebound. As for KSU, Ashcraft, Patchett, and Fisher all due up 2 hit in the home half of the 7th. Fisher will take his time here. It's an 0-2 count. Thought about the throwback. Instead, he will look the runner down and he will retreat. KSU trying to be cautious, but also they are looking for out number 1. A big lead over at second. The throwback is in time. The tag, it's in time! What a throw by Joe Fisher on the mound to retire the dancing runner at second base for out number 1. That might be enough momentum swing to help KSU get out of it. Now an 0-2 count with 1 away. This would be a big out to get. It would be the second out of the inning. The 0-2 misses upstairs. But still, that will help momentum in favor of KSU. A ground ball flipped for 2 would send the Golden Eagles back up to bat. And they call a block on Fisher. Coach Coles, they go out there and talk about it with the ump. I don't know what they saw with the block there. Fisher says it was, so now that puts the go-ahead runner in scoring position. A slight subtle movement was enough to cause the balk. The 0-2 fouled away. Sansone fighting in with Luke Von Bargen awaiting in the on-deck circle for the Thunderhawks. Fisher setting once again. The pitch hit right side weakly, scooped up at first. They step on the bag to record the out as Ashcraft is able to earn out number 2. And with 2 away, up steps Lake Von Bargen, the right fielder, a fly out, a fielder's choice, and an RBI triple to his name. The go-ahead run standing 90 feet away for Miami Middletown. Runner dancing, the pitch. Hits the letters, and they call it a ball. KSU's dugout continuing to have angst at the calls. The pitch misses upstairs. Now a 2-0 count. Count. This will be a big hit for Von Bargen. Fisher sets and delivers. Beautiful delivery from the second baseman turned pitcher, makes it a 2-1 count. It's a battle at the sticks and the bump for both parties respectively. The 2-1, did he go? They say he did. A good recovery by Fisher. A big pitch upcoming. Fisher looking to get out of the jam. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out. A big K by Joe Fisher takes the lead. Or correction, excuse me, takes the tie into the home half of the inning. It's been a back and forth game. 6-2, then 6-6, then 8-6, now 8-8. When we return, the bottom of the 7th inning in Dover is going to be a tight finish. pinch hitter, it is Maine coming back into the fold in game 2 of the doubleheader as he sees a first pitch strike. Braden Maine, the sophomore, batted .371 last year, and he, along with Patchett and Fisher, will look to end this game. It's 2 quick strikes as it's a 0-2 count as Bailey has come out firing here in the bottom of the 7th. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. An 0-2 count on the sophomore. The pitch from Bailey. Misses outside. It's a 1-2 count. The task here is simple for KSU. A run wins it. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Bailey gets out number 1 as he takes care of Maine. And now up steps Jeremy Patchett, flashing back to the 6th inning. He hit what was at that point the go-ahead homer, making it 7-6. Now it's 8-8. He needs to do it again for his team to win. In this game, Jeremy Patchett, an RBI single and a home run. 2 out of the 8 runs come from him as he swings well ahead of the ball. A good pitch from Bailey makes it 0-1, and a great idea on the mound. He could have gone with a number of pitches, but went with off speed, and that was able to make Patchett chase. Thought about it, but he leaves it. That will even it up at 1-1. Assuming everything goes to plan, we will play until we have a winner. So extra innings would be up next. Here comes the pitch. Fouled over the backstop. Now a 1-2 count. Joe Fisher, the pitcher, awaits in the on-deck circle. Braylon Bailey is looking for a quick out, number 2. The pitch, lined right side of the infield, and it sneaks through for a base hit. Jeremy Patchett, his 3rd hit of the ballgame. The winning run now stands at first base, and up steps Joe Fisher. A walk, a pop out, a strikeout, and a home run to his name. We will have a pinch runner in for Patchett as Donovan Tucker, the freshman from Bishop Hartley, will come in and run. Fisher has a big opportunity to be the hero of KSU Tuscarawas. The throwback is high but snagged by Sansone on a snow cone. Bottom 7, 1 away. 1-0 count, the throwback. Not in time. But Joe Fisher last time went back-to-back with Patchett. It was a big at-bat. But now, after a rough outing on the mound, looks for redemption. And that will make it a tougher task as Bailey does a nice job to paint the zone. Bailey thought about stepping off, did briefly, and came back. KSU's dugout's getting loud. The pitch in the zone. A beautiful delivery by Bailey. After Fisher, it would be kick. Uppelschlatten due up next. The throwback, not in time, definitely close, but still a good job by the diving Tucker to get back. Bailey nods a couple times. The pitch, runner breaks, the throwdown, it's in time! What a chuck by Millard to get Tucker out at 2 for out number 2. That might be a momentum swing for Miami Middletown, as that was a huge throwdown and a huge call to steal. Tucker, if he can replicate his home run power, that would do it. Bailey taking his time, will deal. Actually, no, he steps off. Bailey taking his time, getting ready. Fisher hits it into right field. It's catchable, and it is indeed caught as Von Bergen gets underneath it, and we will go to extras potentially. It looks like we will. End of 7. It's extra baseball time in Dover as we are tied up at 8. Extra baseball time here at Dover City Park. It's 8-8 as we rejoin play in the top of the 8th inning. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Zapata, Adams, and then we go back to the top of the lineup for Miami, Middletown, as they get their first cuts in extras. Joe Fisher on the mound for KSU. It's a 1-0 count on Zapata, the shortstop, who had an RBI single his last time up. The pitch. Just off the plate, makes it a 2-0 count. Definitely a tight game. This could end in the 8th. We could go for a little while. However, the clouds making it darker. We'll see how long we actually can play on. The 2-0. Misses off, makes it a 3-0 count. Another thing to keep in mind is daylight. If we run out of it, the game will most likely be over, as it's a fall game. We're not most likely going to finish it. The 3-0. In the zone of 3-1. That is why both teams want to finish the job here and walk home with a win. Miami won the early game. Now they look to make it 2. KSU looks to split the series. The 3-1 is hit awkwardly off the bat in a no-man's land in right center, and it drops in for a base hit. Some miscommunication as Norman couldn't get a clean read on it, which now gives a leadoff base hit to Jordan Zapata. Now Robbie Adams steps up for his 4th cuts of the game. Flashing back to his last at-bat, a 2-run homer over the left field fence, which ended up changing the game. Fisher comes set. Now the pitch. Goes into the letters and misses. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. The clouds definitely continuing to roll on in. I know it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but hopefully we will have a dry finish. The throwback, he has a jump on him. Not in time. Miami over at first base. They've had a couple of plays where they have the runner getting ready to go. He takes a step towards second base and then gets caught out. Luckily for them, they have not been picked off yet. The pitch misses low. But definitely a whirlwind of events so far in game number 2 of our doubleheader. A stark contrast to game number 1. The throwback, not in time. After Adams, Jake Lang, the center fielder, will be due up next. Skied over to the right side and out of play. It might be baseball. We have a solo band on the far side. It appears it is one of the catchers of Miami Middletown or someone on that far side banging on a barrel. The pitch. Lined up the gut, almost caught over at second base. Norman can't get to it. 2 base hits in a row as Adams reaches for the 3rd time this game. We go back to the top of the lineup. Jake Lang for the 5th time today. A strikeout, a flyout, a double, and a lineout to his name across 4 at-bats. Fisher looking to get out of the jam that is starting to create. 1-0 count to begin this at-bat. A ground ball would do wonders for KSU as they can go a number of directions with it. The pitch misses upstairs, 2-0 count. No action as of yet in the bullpen. Fisher sets and delivers. Misses upstairs, now a 3-0 count. Davidson awaits in the on-deck circle. KSU Tuscarawas trying to avoid loading the bases behind them. It's at the letters, but it's just off the plate. That loads the bases. Fisher is frustrated. He thought it was a strike. It looked pretty good. And now Kick will call time to go and talk to his pitcher. And during this break, once again, we will be back on tomorrow, 6:15 live coverage beginning at Marlington High School as the Dukes do battle with Youngstown Ursuline in our game of the week that will eventually re-air on Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance as a part of our partnership with them. A couple of games, including volleyball, that you've seen on the channel have already re-aired. And as well, next week, we will be back with KSU Tuscarawas as they have another doubleheader starting at 12 p.m. at Conotton Valley High School. To stay up to date on all the games I'm covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter, and subscribe here to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to never miss an upload or a live stream. Bases loaded for Caden Davidson, the second baseman, still none away. Fisher looking to get out of the jam or at least get the first out. Misses upstairs. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. The coaches in the dugout giving some instructions to try and prepare the team for what comes next. The pitch just gets in the zone. That evens it up at 1-1. Middletown looking to complete their comeback. This has been a great back and forth affair for both teams. Misses off the plate, makes it a 2-1 count. For KSU Tuscarawas, it'll be Uposchlatten, Jesse, and Waddell due up in the home half of the inning. The pitch. Dips in and just hits below the letters. 2-2 count. A big pitch for Fisher. If he can get out number 1 at the plate, that would be huge for avoiding damage. Grounded and blocked by Kick. Does a nice job to keep it in front of him, and that will keep the runners at bay. In the on-deck circle is Cornell Bennett, the third baseman.
Hey, let's go. Come on out, 7. Let's go, Joe. Here we go, Fisher. Let's go, baby.
Fisher getting ready. It's a big pitch upcoming. Miami's bench getting loud. The pitch popped up over on our side and foul. The The pressure continuing to mount. Miami Middletown continues their collapse, their whole dugout on their feet. Here comes a pitch from Fisher. Popped up once again on the near side. Infield fly should be in effect as it is basket caught over at first base for out number 1. An obscure form, but still it gets the job done as that is Andrew Powell who snags it. That will help KSU as they can get out number 2 at the plate or get a double play, and now Bennett will look to cause some chaos here in the box. Fisher comes set, now the pitch. Misses upstairs as Bennett hits the deck. It's a 1-0 count. Bennett thus far, a single, an RBI double, a pop out, and a walk through 4 at-bats. Fisher coming set, delivers, swing and a miss. Bennett well ahead of it. Another big pitch upcoming for Fisher. In the on-deck circle after Bennett will be Colby Millard, the catcher. The pitch from Fisher misses upstairs. The dugout and the defense behind Fisher giving him encouragement. It's a 2-1 count. The pitch. Thought about it, but leaves as the 3-1 count. A pivotal pitch upcoming. A ball here would give Miami their first lead of the ball game. The 3-1 count. The delivery from Fisher. It's grounded in. Bennett does his job and draws the go-ahead RBI walk for Miami Middletown as they lead it 9-8. Their first lead of the ball game. They have roared back and are 1 run away from keeping their streak of scoring double digits in each game they have played alive. In the first 3 games of their fall season, they allowed a combined 3 runs. In this one, they have allowed 8. KSU still looking to steady the ship defensively with 1 away. Misses upstairs near the letters. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. KSU will need a sharp response in the home half of the inning. Right down the pipe, a good pitch there, evens it up at 1-1. Fisher still battling on the mound, trying to give his team the best chance possible to come away with a victory. And that helps, a beautiful tip, makes it 1-2. Joe Fisher, the sophomore, looking to complete the inning and get back at the sticks. It's a 1-2 count. The delivery chopped over to Patrick. Patrick gets up on his high horse to get it. The throw to home is in time. And Patrick's able to get the out at home. The bases will remain loaded with 2 away. And a nice play by Patrick. And with 2 away, Coach Cole will go and talk at home. So now we have a conversation. Bases loaded 2 away after the fielder's choice, and now up steps, it looks like Braylon Bailey once again. Bailey reached on an error his first time up. The pitch. Misses off the plate. It's a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Bailey also the pitcher who will be tasked with seeing this game out. Fisher comes set. Now the pitch. Misses upstairs. Now a 2-0 count. Fisher trying to find the zone. It's been a tough zone to find today. There's been some discrepancies between calls. It's been tough to really establish where the zone is, and that has not done any of the pitchers any favors. lined into left field, and it falls in front of the outstretched Jesse. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. They're waving home a third. Going for third and turning around is Bailey. It is a 3 RBI double for Braylon Bailey to open the skies for Miami Middletown, giving them a 12-8 lead. A big hit there by Bailey as he officially opens this game up. The dive was there from Jesse, but just not in time. And now he stands still in scoring position. That will be his first hit of the game. So now he has a chance. I don't know if it's necessarily a save now, given the score discrepancy, but still he has a chance to see this one out. First pitch, it gets past the catcher kick, and going to third is Bailey. And now Kick will go on over to the dugout and make a quick swap. It looks like it was just his glasses. He's cleaning his glasses and will run back out. So now an 0-1 count. Sansone, the lefty, a strikeout, a fielder's choice, an error, and a ground out to his name through 4 at-bats. Fisher sets and delivers. Sansone thought about it, should have offered as it goes down as a strike. It's an 0-2 count. Bailey awaits at third base. That would be another insurance run. Fisher looks to get out of the inning. Fouled and hits off of Kick. And Kick will give a couple of words of encouragement to Fisher as he looks to get out of the jam and give KSU their final chance to get back in the game. Once again, it will be Uppelschlatten, Jesse, and Waddell due up in the home half of the 8th. The 0-2 misses upstairs. Now a 1-2 count after the high heat is not offered at. Sansone looking to give another run. Fouled away. A good battle by the first baseman as he is making Fisher work for out number 3. Von Bargen awaits in the on-deck circle for Miami Middletown. Fisher getting ready, comes set. Now the pitch. Misses just upstairs. Another tough pitch. It looked really good. KSU definitely not happy with the spot. It looked like a good pitch from our angle once again. There's been a lot of those that have gone that way. The pitch. Misses upstairs once again. 2-2 away. 12-8 Miami Middletown lead. The bench of the Thunderhawks still getting in it. It misses upstairs, and that will put runners at the corners now with 2 away. Single, walk, pop out, RBI walk, fielder's choice, 3 RBI double, and walk. That's the box score this inning for the visitors. And now Amon Vaughn, the freshman from Springboro, steps up for his first cuts in place of Von Bargen. Fisher will set and deliver. Ground ball left side over to short, and it's booted. 1 run will score on the E6, making it 13-8. A tough break over at short. Took a nasty hop. As now 2 runners remain on the base path, still 2 away as Middletown looks to still increase their insurance as they are back to where they began this inning. Runner goes, the pitch, the throw down from Kick is In time, a beautiful throwdown to third, and the tag is there from Patchett to retire the side, but not before 5 runs cross. Middle of 8 in Dover. It's 13-8 in favor of Miami Middletown. Upelstraten, Jesse, and Waddell due up in the home half of the 8th inning. KSU, they need 5 runs to keep this game going as Miami Middletown has completed their impressive comeback, scoring 13 runs for the first time in fall play so far this fall. 11 runs, 12 runs, 12 runs, and now 13. Overall, a great performance from them among their 4 games. That one misses low. If I'm not mistaken, 48 runs scored across 4 games. So as of right now, Miami Middletown is averaging 12 runs per game. So their explosive bats have came as advertised, as we expected to see a lot of runs scored by the visitors, and they did not disappoint. The pitch misses upstairs. So far today, Kick has struck out looking, has been hit by a pitch, has a sacrifice fly, and has singled. Fouled over the backstop. And then bouncing back into play. Still looking at both sides, a decent amount of fans in attendance for this game. Bailey looking for out number 1. Shakes a pitch off. And here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He gets kicked to swing through. That is his second K of the ball game. It's 1 up, 1 down for the Miami defense. And now up steps Matt Jesse, the left fielder. A strikeout, a single, a strikeout, and a ground out to his name thus far. The pitch. Misses upstairs. 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Jesse, the freshman from Bishop Watterson, looking to continue making impact. He's made a couple of plays this game and looking to add one more on. Has a base hit. A second one would help get KSU back on the right track. Bailey coming set, delivers. Misses low. Jesse looking to be a spark plug. The pitch. A good get right from Bailey makes it 2-1. The pitch. Misses upstairs. It'll be a walk here for Jesse. So with 1 away, KSU has a runner on. But once again, Miami Middletown, they have done an excellent job today. Last year, their first winning season in 25 years. youngest team last year. They have a team GPA of 3, a lot of good players, and a lot of talented academics on their roster. Going back to what I said last game, their mantra is we, and everyone on the team has played their part in this, as of right now, victory. They're well coached, a lot of good talent on this team. They're fun to watch, and now Coach Adams will go and try and give his team final encouragement to seal the win. During the mound visit, once again, we will have KSU Tuscarawas' doubleheader next week starting at 12 p.m. at Conotton Valley High School. Live here once again. Those links, I believe, are up. So after this game, you can check those out as well. I interviewed the KSU Tuscarawas baseball team last week, and I was able to get some opinions and thoughts going into this game and the fall season as a whole. You can go and watch that under the videos tab on my channel once this game concludes to hear their comments and what they said going into today's doubleheader. Bailey sets and delivers. First pitch strike as Bailey looks like he wants to get out of here, so nothing in 1 count. The throwback, it's a quick move. Not in time, a good idea by Bailey. Bailey has been plenty active with the back pick attempts. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He couldn't pull it back. And now Waddell down to his final strike. Bailey looking for out number 2. A ground ball double play would do it. And he freezes Waddell for strike 3. That's Bailey's 3rd K of the ball game. It earns him out number 2. And Miami Middletown can once again sound the final countdown. Cam Barak, the 9-hitter, the last line of offense for the home team. They need him to produce if they want to get back in it. The pitch right down the middle, nothing in 1 count to begin the at-bat. Bailey 2 pitches away from sealing the deal. Bailey will take his time. It's an 0-1 count. The sophomore getting ready. The pitch. Misses up as Maroc has to duck out of the way. That will even it up at 1-1. 13-8 in the home half of the 8th inning in favor of Miami Middletown is your score. The pitch, thought about offering, and they call it on the outside corner. We've seen a couple of them, but if that was a lefty, he'd be hobbling down to first base. So now, Bailey looking for strike 3. It's a 1-2 count on Maroc. Both dugouts getting loud. The pitch misses upstairs. Indeed, it did miss. I have seen a lot of games where teams have disagreed with the calls, but I feel like this is the one where the uproar has been at its highest. Here it comes, the 2-2. Swing and a miss at the drop third. He's going to run it out. Millard chucks down. Miami Middletown is 4-0 in fall play as they take care of KSU Tuscarawas 13-8 in extras. A great game by Miami Middletown as they will continue to roll through their fall campaign, now averaging 12 runs per game. We'll be back on next week for KSU Tuscarawas baseball as they take on, I believe, Westmoreland County Community College. Those games at Conotton Valley High School starting at 12 p.m. And then the next broadcast live here will be Marlington versus Youngstown Ursuline women's soccer tomorrow. Live coverage at 6:15, kickoff at 6:30. To stay up to date on all the games I'm covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram, SmeeFest2024 on Twitter, and as well subscribe here to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when I upload or go live. My goal is to get up to 250 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. I've seen a lot of support going into today's game by fans of both teams subscribing to the channel, so thank you, especially if you are new. I appreciate all the support, and as well, appreciate all the viewers from wherever you are. Once again, I know viewers in Maryland all the way to the Netherlands, so a lot of places are represented by the viewership demographics on this broadcast. But with that, that will do it here from Dover City Park. I've been Nathan Smee. Thank you for spending your Sunday evening with us here in Dover. I will see you next time. And as always, have a good day, everyone. And we will see you tomorrow night at Marlington.